Ah, I need to have a better a better way to start that because I have to like prepare myself. Hello. Hi. How are you doing? There we go. So I was looking at it, at the music. I figured out the sound is the menu sound from uh Honkai. That's this music I need to. Hello, hi, Chris. Hello, hi. Adjusting volumes. There we go. Yeah, we're playing Genshin. We're playing Genshin today. It's gonna be fun. It updated, so the reason I'm a couple of minutes late is because the game had to update and it was under server maintenance until 11, which is when I went live, and I was like, okay, I need to make sure the game opens. Actually opens, so. And it does, so. But the new update came out, so. You know. My mouth is not picking up super well. Eh. I didn't calibrate it as well today. It's fine. I could up this mouth sensitivity. But it's fine. But yeah, the new update came out and it's the new event and stuff. Like, it's all gonna be like stuff that's coming out and doing stuff. So I do need to get on with the Archon quests so that I can actually do the event this time, because it's actually possible I'll be able to do the event, because it's basically I have to finish the next chapter of Archon quests, chapter 3 all the way up to act 5. I gotta complete act 5 of chapter 3, and that is what I need to do to be able to do the event, which is gonna be so nice. It'll be the first time in like actually the first time ever that I'll be able to actually do one of these events, because I've always been way too far behind to actually partake in them. And it's a TCG one, which I do enjoy some Genius Invocation TCG. I do actually genuinely enjoy it, so it'll be fun. It'll be a fun event for me, at least. I might up the sensitivity on the mouth real quick. Just don't mind me. Is it here? Mouth open sensitivity. If I turn that up. No, let's yeah, whatever, that's fine. But yeah, so I'm gonna do I want to no, you know what? No, we're not gonna do my dailies. I was gonna do my dailies first. But if we're gonna be real, I don't want to do them. Not really anyway. Actually it'd probably be a good idea to do them to test Genshin. Okay, turn the music off. Turn Genshin audio on. Just everything to the right volume. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Chris says hi. I already said hi back, but hi again. Ah. I forgot I get loads of Primo Gems when when it updates because of the fact the server goes down. I forgot. That's perfect. Oh my god. um, that's actually wonderful. We're gonna put that all into Fates. There we go. I'm gonna set it like I'm actually gonna wish on this. I'm not. Um, because Kazuha is going to be in the next set of banners, and I really want Kazuha. Um, I should be able to at least get a 5-star because I should be in soft pity if I use all my wishes. So, and hard pity by the time I should be closer to being able to have more. So, in theory, we should be able to have, we should be able to get Kazuha. But I was literally, so I was on TikTok, right? Like I was sitting in my bed on TikTok, and this account was like, oh, here's like the leaks like for like a bunch of the banners and stuff for 3.8, which is the next update. And it was like, here's the banners, here's like the skins and stuff that are likely going to be what we're going to be dealing with next. And I'm really hopeful that it is completely accurate. I know I'm looking off to the side constantly. It's because I'm looking at my other monitor rather than looking at the camera, because I don't ever do that. But Wanderer is going to be likely on the next set of banners, like in 3.8 on phase 2, and I really want Wanderer. And also Toma is likely to be one of the 4 stars on that banner, and I also really want Toma. And this is some like, I was like, perfect. And Kaya might also be getting a skin, which I am always a fan of. Okay, it's still... Dodge this. Okay. It's not bad. I'm doing the commission as a test right now. The game doesn't appear to be lacking. Like, it's a little bit... Like, it's not quite responding as well as it sometimes does. But it's not super laggy. Which is always a good sign. It's the picking up of items I'm seeing. No, it's running fine. It's perfect. So it's literally, it was my computer was overheating. Because I got a new fan and everything, and now everything's running better. And I'm like, okay, you do you. I probably could still make adjustments to my computer to make things run a little more smooth. Hopefully without sacrificing... I'll make sure to do these at some point. Right. Carve has gotten a hangout event. I'm not going to be able to do it. Because for his hangout event, I need to have done our Hythams, and I also need to have completed again the chapter 3 act 5. So it's still gonna be a while before I can do this, but I want to be able to do this. And there's this. Ah. My boy. My boy. There's also my other boy. But all of the Archons, as well as Shao and Child. We may do some TCG towards the end, just out of a thing, but I don't know about it. We'll see. What we're gonna do? So they want me to do some cleaning. That's basically it. Allow me. I'm doing this briefly. I'm probably going to not finish this. Because I want to do questing. So I was playing Honkai because basically Genshin has been down for most of the time I was awake today and been doing stuff, so I couldn't play Genshin like I was going to. So I played Star Rail for like most of the day. So I've gotten to the right level to be able to continue the story, But I also got trapped on the train and so I had to do the start of that quest. So I did film me doing it. So I have all of the footage of it. But the start of the quest I've already done because for some reason it was like, no, you can't leave the train. You got to finish this first. So I was like, God damn it! I guess I'll go finish it so I can get off and continue grinding for resources. So I've also found that now the Trailblazer, or me, is strong enough to one hit like the first boss we did, like with the ult, like just with one smack, not doing the blast. Just I do 50,000 damage already. So I'm doing very well in terms of damage on that game. I'm getting there. I'm still grinding to get the better relics. Every last one. Blah, 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 blah. I probably won't stream until like 5, which is when this like resets. So I could probably do these off camera. Okay, so here is the I know I've not reached certain endings. Well, I can't unlock. Yeah, I can't unlock that. I don't know why you're showing me that, but thank you for showing me that I can't do. That's navigation. So we obviously have you know, the Archon quest. So by the way, with the Archon quest, because I looked at it because I was curious. I did say this in another stream, but because I was curious. Also, by the way, my debut stream, I looked back at it. I didn't fucking change my title or my category the entire stream. So I was streaming and just chatting the entire time I was playing Star Rail. And I didn't realize. This is why I don't do just chatting. Why this is why I stay on one category the entire time. Because otherwise I'm going to never change it. But so, right. Chapter 3, Act 3 is what we're on currently. Chapter 3, Act 5 is the last one of the main storyline here. Then we have an interlude quest, which I do know one of the things that is going to happen during that because I've looked it up because I needed to know, and that's naming Wanderer. I don't have a name for him. I don't know what I'm going to call him. I need to figure that out, but I don't know whether we'll get to that today anyway, so I'll figure out we'll probably end up doing that next Genshin stream knowing this. But then we have one more like chapter after that. And then it's Fontaine, which is not out yet. So we're actually genuinely nearly caught up in terms of the main storyline, which means that we can then do a bunch of the story quests that we haven't done. We have the hangout events, which we've done none of. And we also have all the world quests. So we still have a bunch of like story stuff to get through, but it'll be the main storyline done, which allows us to then partake in the events each update. So we get that. And then obviously we can do grinding and stuff on stream as well to gather the resources and stuff. It'd be fun. But we have Nilou, and we have Baiju and Tighnari. Now Tighnari we can't do due to the fact that it's in the Archon quest. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll do Nilou's story quest. We'll do that one. And then we'll either go to Baiju's story quest or we will start the main Archon quest. Okay? Because this one, the main reason why I'm like, okay, we should do Nilou's is before we start the main Archon quest is because it's a location one. Which annoys me. It's the same thing with Baiju's. It's a location-based thing. It's just going to a location, which is annoying when you're just trying to wander around and you can't because then you'll start a quest. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to start a quest. I just want to do things. I want to wander around. What's up, pups? She pops her head up. You went off. Do you know what I want to do? I want to actually make, like, I want to first of all make a simple, another simple, like, chibi model maybe for myself. So like a simplistic model to run sometimes. But I also want to make like really simple like the free models, because this model wouldn't be free in the sense of that you need the pro version to be able to make this sort of model, because it requires a ridiculous amount of parameters. But with the free version you can make like a simple-esque model. And I'm kind of tempted to like to get better at yes, I do want to skip this. It's the same every single time. I want to make like simplistic models of like friends. Because a bunch of my friends have like some sort of like persona, I guess. So like I was like, because it would help me with like getting better at making the artwork for VTubers, but also I can then do some like basic rigging and get better at that stuff. And because I want to do like commissions for like the artwork, I'm unsure about it still, because this thing took me so long to draw and it's still iffy in places, but it would be nice. Right, let's head over to the Grand Bazaar. You know what's really funny? One of the things I do is I search through the tab of the game I'm going to be playing for stream before stream to figure out what other people name their streams, to like go, okay, what should I call my stream? Like, what's a good title? And generally I just come up with something fucking basic because I can't think. It's like, unless I have something interesting in mind for what I'm doing that stream, it's something really basic for my title. But like, I was like, it's so funny. Most of the streamers that stream Genshin are some sort of VTuber. Whether it's a full model, whether it's a PNG, they're some sort of VTuber. There's a very few people who are like face cam streamers who play Genshin, which I do find that quite funny. Not in a bad way, I just do think it's quite funny. But that's like the primary thing. What is that? Going down. We probably could have gotten away with not doing this quest and being able to do the Archon quest, but I do want to get, you know, a location out of the way just in case we have to do it, because you know, I want to make sure that just in case that if I need this location for the Archon quest, I accidentally start a story quest at the same time. She is very pretty. Hopefully the audio's okay.
Milu! It's nice to see you again!
Okay, I said it's auto.
Oh. Hey there, Traveler in Paimon.
Hi, Milu.
Are you here for some shopping too? That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus Festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time.
A celebration event?
It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later.
Yeah.
Mr.
Burnout.
Zuber, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts.
Of course.
It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Oh my god.
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present.
Don't tell me you were planning to freeload.
No way! Treat others how you want to be treated, right? Paimon already has a great gift in mind.
Ooh.
But maybe you could lend Paimon some more of first?
Oh my god.
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there
I
would
love
be
her
the
just,
best
like,
gift of all.
Lean forward, like
It'll also
hands
be a
up.
good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
It's such a cute like thing. Like the full. I love it when they do that because it's like really like an excitement thing. Is that a tattoo? You know the thing with tattoos is I would actually genuinely like one. First of all, I would never be able to settle on like a design. But second of all, I just might genuinely not be able to get a tattoo. Because it's something I've looked up and it's not necessarily it wouldn't necessarily cause problems, but it could potentially cause problems. I have psoriasis, right? Skin condition. And one of the things is with psoriasis and tattoos is it's like it can invite more psoriasis to the area of a tattoo, which basically would kind of fucking ruin it and be really annoying. It's just best to kind of only tattoo areas where you don't generally get it, which it kind of limits it because a fair bit of my body gets psoriasis, but my lower back tends to be one of the better areas. And my upper back occasionally. And my arms. So I could technically get an arm tattoo. My arms don't tend to get psoriasis. The thing is, it would have to be like, I would have to get like a small tattoo and see how it gets affected. Like in an area I wouldn't mind end up getting psoriasis, you know? Somewhere where it's easy to deal with, right? That's the kind of the idea. Also, it'd be getting the money for a fucking tattoo, but that's not a problem necessarily because I'm not that fussed about it. Speaking of, since we last met her in her dream, many more things have happened.
Is something up?
Bitch, Angel. Sorry, I just turned off to the side because my dog is now at my door. She was chilling with me, like near me, but like the light turned on, so I'm assuming either like I don't know whether Ellie was home, and it's her coming home, or someone's just gotten up for a second. But like the light's on, and she's at the door. She was at the door, with like looking under it, like with her bum up in the air, tail wagging. Now she's laying flat, looking under the door, like hoping someone's going to let her out and take her away from my room, which is so rude. A pity Danyazard can't also be here.
Yeah, but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
Aww.
It's all thanks to you and Nilu that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
I just didn't want her to have any regrets.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath. Compared
Hold
to
on.
you, I really didn't do much at all.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, hold on. Angel. Such a bitch. Look. Okay? They're talking, they're doing stuff. You stay here. Unless she comes and gets you, you stay here. Sorry, it's not come back to tracking me. Oh, hello. Right, there we go. I need to like, I tried to like on my previous model design, because if you didn't know, I had actually rigged a different model. I might have that one still saved. I rigged a different design originally. In like the facial features, like it's exactly the same, right? Like the hair's basically the same with just a little bit of extra hair, like where my ears were, like on the side of my head, because I had the like the downward facing like elf ear kind of thing originally, like on my original design, and now I've gotten rid of those to have big old foxes instead. The fennec foxes, which I think are adorable. I love them. But yeah, no, this model actually got finished rigging and has all the things and all the details, and it's a different design and it's great and I love it. But I did finish a different design originally. Why was I saying this? I lost the reason. Right. I actually tried to do an idle animation. So when I lose tracking, it was meant to just like, you know, just and just like go to sleep, right? Like it was just basically meant to go to sleep. It never worked. It never really worked in the end. But it's I don't know whether it's because I probably messed something up.
I've heard it bang on the door multiple times.
Yeah. I picked her up and took her out for a second.
She sniffed my leg and ran through. She doesn't give a shit about me.
Right, like she was at my door. I picked her up. I opened the door because you were in there talking. I was like, look, she's busy at the moment. And then closed the door. But she was like struggling to get out of my arms so she could run in there.
She likes her room smack.
I don't know.
She sleeps in her room. Is this you?
No, the one on the corner.
Okay.
That's me.
I was like, that was bizarre. I mean, it looks like you. Green. Interesting. You like green?
I mean, yeah. I like most colours, to be fair.
Interesting. See, green. So funny thing is, green's not ever been my favourite colour. And then what do I pick for my bedroom? It's like a blue-green. But I really like it.
Blue greens are nice.
But I really like it. And it's very bizarre. And I feel very like... Are you streaming?
Yes.
Sorry. I feel like I am being untrue to the past me. Who was very anti-green because green is gross. And I'm blue. And I like red. And I feel very untrue to myself. But I feel like I'm... As an old person of 45, I feel like I am definitely leaning more towards more. I don't want to do it. I want green in my house. But and it's like stop it, blue. But it's because when I was a kid, you washed your hair. Hi, you're fluffy. She's fluffy. They are fluffy. You are fluffy. Hi. I've been drinking. Sorry, peoples. Hi. Oh, fluffy.
Oh my god.
I like fluffy. Shy. No, I see. I got it. I got it.
the pause.
I think. Back when I was a kid, my mum was so desperate for me to have pink in my room. And wouldn't decorate my room. Maybe it was because she was broke. So she used it as an excuse because I wanted blue. But she didn't want to do my room blue because she couldn't afford to probably do it. So she said, no, you have to have pink because you're a girl. You have to have pink. And I think it was maybe as an adult now, maybe I'm looking back on it, it was because she was broken. She knew it was the colour I least wanted. So I would just suffer along with what I had.
Mm-hmm.
But also, to be fair, the plaster falling off. Back in old school England, we had plaster on the wall. Mud, as they call it here in upstate New York. Or New York, whatever. We had that on. We didn't have plasterboard. We had brick and then plaster over the top of it, and then that was painted or wallpapered, and that was falling off the wall, and I had exposed brick, and the brick was the outside world. So my room was cold all year round, miserable, wet, cold, breathing. When you would breathe out, in the cold winters,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see your breath.
Yeah.
That was my room all year round. I was cold all the time, and your dad always says to me, "Why are you always cold when we go to bed?" And I mean, to be fair, why am I cold? I now have a nice. I'll be back. Shh. I'll be back. To be fair, we are in a nicely heated house, but I still go to bed. I will crawl into bed tonight. Feel my nose.
It's
Perfectly
not-
normal
yeah.
temperature. I will crawl into bed and it'll be like an ice block. And I don't know why. Every night I crawl into bed, I get into my PJs, crawl into bed, and my nose turns into an ice block. Every night. Every night. I think it's leftover frozenness from when I was a child in my poor poverty days. So Shy, just be grateful you have a room that does not have your breath visible when you breathe.
I like the cold though.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you had it for years on end, and
I'd
it was
get
also
used to it.
damp, because it's England, so it's damp, cold, and damp. I used to have blankets and duvets piled up on my bed, and I would snuggle underneath my blankets and still be cold. Still be cold. Anyway, I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Night, Smudge.
My mother. Too much when she drinks. Holy shit. How long was she talking? Because if it wasn't for the fact that I'm streaming, I swear she would have been in here for longer. Also, if it wasn't for the fact that she left my sister's room open and she said she was going to be back, I swear she would have talked for longer. Okay. Jesus.
Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Of course.
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time. What do you think, Traveler?
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I would absolutely go. Are you kidding me?
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff.
Whoa, did you buy all of this, Nilu?
Just one box. The rest were given to me. I really don't know how it came to this much.
That's way too many freebies. Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much.
I don't know if it was...
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time. I was
Basically,
planning on
she's so
making a few
nice.
trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
We can help.
So this isn't even all of it?
Yeah, let me help you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Of course. Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him. Right, Traveler?
I'm
The deadpan.
so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
Yes, yes. To the wise. Okay. I want to do, yeah, at minimum, I just want to finish Nilu's story quest. Before we do an Archon quest. You know? Minimum. I might if I remember, hold on.
Oh, well if it isn't Nilu.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer.
A very
And
experienced.
this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
I think that's the nicest anyone's
No,
actually.
Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler, she introduced Paimon correctly!
Yeah, I think that's the only time you've actually been introduced correctly, Paimon. look how like honestly like shocked and concerned Paimon looks. It's like I got addressed correctly. She just introduced you as you are, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial.
Aww.
She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me.
I love her. She's so
Anyway,
cute.
Sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time.
That is fair.
Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
What's that? Oh, also, it's interesting to note that now neither of us wear the Akasha terminal. Because obviously we wouldn't put that back on after the events of the last of the Sumeru festival. Of course neither of us would put it back on. Though it's interesting that Anilu still has it on. It's interesting. Does she know that it was all the Akasha? I don't remember who he told her. Either way. It's interesting. It's a nice note that neither of us would obviously wear it. What's that?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his.
That actually sounds quite
The aroma
nice.
is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod! Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
God, if she isn't me, just so somewhat like me. I just love how like shy she gets a lot of the time.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
Typical Paimon.
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I swear the music's louder than the people. Is
I
that
wouldn't
like
have
a...
offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory.
We should pay you at least.
Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat?
I mean, a good merchant.
Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
Out of the...
Paimon's starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah, I get a feel. I can kind of understand too.
Yeah. Everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no. Let's go to the next store.
Okay, question. Did I hear it says Nyan Toys? Oh no, it's exactly the same. Interesting. I was wondering if it's something came. Okay. Hello.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the Sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some Sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a Sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
It's like playing with a dog then, like a dog who just doesn't want to give you the thing. What was I gonna say? I really want to cosplay like a Genshin character, but like, have you seen? So other than like, obviously, I might be able to buy a wig and then make kind of like an outfit out of the stuff I already have. Because like the outfits are like between like $100 to like $200 sometimes. It's like, holy shit. But I'm like, I don't know which character I would want to do. It might be a pity thing I do for myself. If I'm unable to go to VidCon, I might buy myself a wig and just do cosplay. I have wigs. I used to do cosplay, is the funny thing. Like, I genuinely did. I was a cosplayer. But, like, I never bought outfits. They were always too expensive in comparison to just a wig.
So they really do eat anything, huh?
The one thing that Paimon has in common with Sumpter Beasts.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take it how you feel.
Now, you know, Sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a Sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But
mean-
of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount.
What are we gonna do with
Nothing, Traveler.
What are we gonna do with fabric,
No
Paimon?
thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean
No.
everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need.
Yeah, what were you gonna do with fabric?
Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Vendors shouldn't use manipulative tactics.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize 2 things. One, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards. and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers
Oh
right
my
now.
god, is he gonna give her fabric?
Nilu, why don't you take them?
Oh my god.
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, alright? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Yeah, I'm always down for materials.
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff?
Yeah.
Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? He must be tired.
Oh, we got the red silk.
If Paimon were to refuse,
Really, Paimon?
would you then think less of Paimon than even a sumpter beast?
It's all that's telling me, Paimon, is that you want to refuse.
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before.
I wouldn't be
Weren't
surprised.
they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Yeah, like 40 times. But yeah, we were there.
And they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
You know, the fun. Sorry, I'm kind of like distracted slightly by my own tail, which has happened too many times. But you know, the original idea was gonna have it be like down and behind me, but I was like, oh, it's never gonna be seen. I'm never gonna like show. I will rarely ever show my legs. It's part of the reason why like the clothing isn't actually particularly rigged. Mainly because also rigging cloth and stuff is ridiculous. I struggled it with the first model design. I may show that design if people are curious, but I actually don't remember where, if I have it saved still. I should. But I have the design still.
It's beautiful. Did you make it?
That's actually really
Farhad did
cute.
most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
What do you mean? That's kind of like almost a backhanded
That is
compliment.
pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
How do you know they're in? Oh, he looks so pretty. Look at how proud he looks.
It's perfectly.
I love that.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you.
I love Aether so much. Weren't you gonna help out?
But we have a pro now.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilu saw
What do you
right
mean,
through
even Nilu?
Shut
You sound
it.
so backhanded compliment his.
Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular.
I can also.
Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
They are.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload.
Paimon can't fly anymore! Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at Paimon's struggle, but it's kind of funny. It's just a little bit funny.
It sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking
no.
forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man.
Oh, Paimon. Thank you, Paimon.
Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer.
The atmosphere here is so nice.
Of course. Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors, so we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
With this many freebies being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work.
I felt so guilty at first, like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item, or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away.
Yeah, because otherwise they
That's
won't be
why there's
used.
no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
This has become our norm. And
Oh,
no
where
one
did
keeps
our
track of
flower
the back and
wreaths
forth anymore.
go?
So really, don't worry about it.
I look nice.
All right. I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater.
I wonder if I still have some time left on the trial downstairs. What if I rigged myself a flower wreath? That'd be kind of just for the funsies. You sure you don't need any help?
Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything.
Okay.
You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice.
I said that.
Let's take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth.
Okay, let's talk to everyone.
Hey there. I saw you two helping Nilu move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
Of course.
You got it.
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my
Oh.
children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you.
No, no, they're
They
not.
always get really excited every time we hold a celebration event.
They're adorable.
Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care of them. There's good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilu and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids.
Aw, I love this.
I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
Time on. This isn't. I don't know, like a great seg. Okay.
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped me a lot, and the atmosphere here is tolerant and kind.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was talking about.
So she lost her husband, but gained like a whole other family of people who would be willing to help take care. That's so sweet. This is like, they're like a big family almost.
Hey there!
Hello.
Ah, a newcomer. Doesn't look too bright.
Hey! Talk about judging a book by its cover!
You, on the other hand, you're a special.
Quite literally judging a book by its
How
cover.
would you describe the concept of art?
Why are you asking that all of a sudden?
Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not.
Is it a tangible manifestation of human sentiments? Is it an expression of our aesthetic ideals? I mean... both, if we really think about it. Art. I would just describe it as kind of just, it's human imagination, really. Art's just kind of whatever you want it to be. There's no specific way to define it. It's just whatever you want to do. Right? It can be expression of yourself. It can be an expression of what you want. It can be expression of others. Or the world as it is. Or the world you want. Or the world that we are seemingly going to. You know, like, there isn't really a definition per se. Tangible manifestation of human sentiments.
So that's what you think,
I don't like that
Unremarkable.
response.
Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional.
I'm going to...
Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch.
Yeah, I can tell you that sort of
I
person.
prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art?
I don't know. Does it serve as an answer to your questions? The meaning is art, again, it's whatever the fuck you want it to be. There is no meaning. There is no meaning. There is no set meaning. It's whatever the fuck you want. It's different to the person. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. This douche would get, like, very little from me. I don't like people who act like this. It frustrates me. There's something about the way he's speaking is, like, making my brain go, no. My thing is, like, I'm an artist. It's just, but, like, art just... It's the same way that when I was in API, it was like, you gotta come up with a question, and you gotta do all your art surrounding this question, and you gotta have your artwork have meaning. And I was like, why though? None of my art ever has, like, a particular like in-depth meaning. It's just kind of like, oh, I want to draw a pretty person. So therefore I'll draw a pretty person. Like, I don't need more than that. There's no point. Just as an answer to your questions.
I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you.
I wasn't given an option that I have.
Upon a spark of inspiration, I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience. Art is already all around us.
Oh my god. You kind of annoy me, but I'll ignore that.
What?
Hello.
Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
We're here with Nilu.
Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction.
No, that's okay.
I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Okay.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a show.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
Sorry to bother you. We won't disturb you then.
What an oddball. Is prop making something to be that jumpy about? Oh well, it's none of our business.
It's probably stress more than anything.
Milu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Oh my god, there's all that stuff in the middle.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Let us give you a hand.
Thank you.
Oh, I like her. I like Nilu.
Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange.
Oh, we got our reeds back.
As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job. And who would even like it?
Oh, it's not a prop. It's a...
Don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise. And besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity.
She was
Everyone will
nervous
love you.
and stressed out.
I'm still not really sure about this. There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right? Right. Alright. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has something great to tell you all. Wait.
That's terrifying.
I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say? Take it easy and relax. Deep breath in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste. Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present.
She looks really nervous.
Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Nilu's trying to ease her through.
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Aw.
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
I believe.
Is Mr. Zubair here?
Ooh.
Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
What a condescending guy. What's his
Oh,
deal?
for God's sake.
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the Academia for further punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
God damn it.
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair.
Make it your fucking
You seem to
concern in a
understand the
minute.
situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
I'm about to make it your fucking problem.
Why do they want to demolish this place?
Because they don't like the art,
The
Paimon.
Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods.
If the theatre actually gets demolished, many people would become displaced.
The theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
That is correct, Paimon.
I also don't know how we can stop them.
Punch him.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will, the answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
No.
Enough!
Ooh.
Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
I mean, I can kind of see the resemblance, I guess, in NPC way.
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change.
You tell
You've
him.
always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
I still think punch. I'm still on the punching train.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
I would be down to punch and fight and completely knock out, and I will box the entire Academia if I have to. I can beat the sages up. Not as me, not as physically as me, because I'm fucking a weak thing, but as Aether, yeah, no, I would, just... I don't like them. Hey, Nilu.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like
Of course you
this.
didn't. It's fine.
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have
I
seen
could
this
have. This was
coming.
too short of a nice
Paimon just
occasion
wishes she
for
could
a
have at least
quest.
gotten to the food.
Oh my
Is
god.
what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts.
Okay, if we're gonna think about this in a genuine sense, arts is a way to bring about some sort of knowledge, and if you think about it, arts are more, I think they're more emotional intelligence, right? It's knowledge and more pushing in the emotions rather than knowledge of the world, but you can use the arts to teach certain aspects, but in a fun manner, like history, but like, you know, because like, you know, while it's not always going to be super accurate, things like, you know, Hamilton and like Six, like, you know, the musicals, they're not completely accurate, but they do kind of give you a basis of what happened back then in a fun manner, and it's more easily rememberable than reading a fucking history book, because it's not that entertaining. Only some people find that entertaining, and I'm not one of them. I don't like reading stuff. I like reading things that interest me. Like I read a scientific article on something that interests me, and I'll read loads of fan fiction because that interests me. But if it doesn't interest me, no, I will not fucking read it. Because I had like one of my first classes in like my college, right? For one of my first courses, it had a book that you had to buy to part of the course. I basically didn't read the book. I just went through the entire class without reading the book. I skimmed a couple of times where it was like, oh yeah, you should do this reading. You need to do this reading. I was like, do I? Do I really? And the fact is, I know I didn't. I passed the class with flying colours. I did not need to read that book. It was a waste of $50. It was a waste. Did not need it.
But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater.
Yeah, if it's meaningless, then there's no point. So it really has something to do with Inaya?
After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the Academia, right? Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight.
As much as that's what I want to do, Paimon, me and you, same wavelength. Same wavelength of that's what we want to do, because that's what I want to do, trust me. But yeah, it's right. This will not solve the underlying problem, because yeah, we're not gonna be always here.
That's true.
I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do? What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else?
But it's the theater, like the stage.
We could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
I think a scholar told me once told me that differences can be settled through a debate.
A debate? Huh. Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
We just need to prove that the theater's existence has value.
If we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater!
I see. Defeating him in a debate.
We go in with enough
That's
information.
a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher? Huh? Me?
I mean...
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Debates aren't arguments. You debate to prove that you're right.
You're only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
I'll do my best to help. Yeah, no, like that. Like the fact is, as long as you go in prepared, knowing all the information that you need, you don't go into debates unprepared with no information. You go in with all the information you could possibly need, and also have prepare arguments against what you think they might say, right? So you can have like a counter argument to things that you pre-prepare counter arguments, right? I'm actually fairly good at debating. That's the thing. I'm genuinely fairly good about it. It's the same way. It's because I have I'm actually a really strong. I have a strong sense of how. Fuck. Never mind. I was gonna say I've strong writing skills, right? Which translate to me generally if I have a preset plan of what I want to do, I can argue very well. I can debate fairly well. If I have a topic and know a lot of the information, I can do it very well. My fucking mess up of words did not help my case at all there. God. Don't mind me looking down every now and again. It's me jotting times down of the stream. Uh just as things happen. Just because I need to remember to clip things. So if I ever look down, by the way, it's just because I'm just making sure I have a thing. I'll do my best to help.
Paimon'll help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. Alright, I've decided.
Yeah, let's do this.
Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
Well, yeah, because then you can at least say you tried.
That's our Nilou. We're rooting for you.
I love that. I adore that position.
Tell everyone what we came up with.
I don't know. I feel like I say this all the time, but I love the position of that like leaning forward arms, like excitement. It's a good thing that you guys can't see me because I often repeat I've kind of gotten to the point where like even like the hand on chest that Aether does. First of all, I repeat it. I do it sometimes before he does it because my brain will go, okay, like, you know, yeah, thank you. And I'll put my hand there. I'm so worried that as soon as I meet up with people in person and I'm going to be hanging out with these people, like if I get to go to VidCon, it's going to be like a week. I'm in like proximity to like people. I'm like, am I going to be very Genshin-esque in terms of my reactions in how I like because I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But you know. Okay. Okay. Gather everyone. How do we do that? Do we have to talk to them? I just had to talk to someone.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible.
Not necessarily. Everyone can be beaten
really
in a
want to
debate.
Try? I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
Everyone can be beaten in a debate if you have enough prep work.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilou's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic
Oh my god, it's not romantic.
playwright will turn down a compelling underdog
Oh
story.
my god.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilou. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us. Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with.
I could tell.
He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate. You all already knew that. But You just didn't want to hurt Nilu's feelings.
I think it's
All
possible.
said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
I know, I think it's possible.
That's enough, Inaya.
Sorry, I've ruined the mood. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome. Nilu shouldn't have to push herself for the sake of an impossible goal.
There is nothing in this world that is impossible. That's a lie. Success comes from hard work.
It's way too early to give up.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the Academia. Everyone knows that they're very powerful. Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go.
Yeah, reluctant is the...
Not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way. If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's on your mind, and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets.
Any
I
regrets?
mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told, I'm still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
That's right, Miss Beat the bad guy. Justice will prevail.
I love those two.
Dirt.
You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best.
I want to fight. Though, I know we can't, but I want to.
Well said back there, Nilu.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation.
All right, time to pull everyone's thoughts.
I start with you.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the Academia.
Because she's a single
In
mother.
my younger years. Back then, I feared nothing and no one, and I was always charging into the most dangerous of places.
Because I think, right, she's a single mother, you know, with 2 kids, and the theater is important, right, for her. So, I feel like getting her.
I can't do things like that anymore, but those were some of the best times of my life.
Had a bed on the
Sorry.
notice board.
If the theater really ends up getting demolished, then you, Soreen, and Abi will all...
It's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Even if the building gets demolished, its people will still all be here. Have faith in the resilience of an adventurer. We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end? It'd be like when you were forced to stop adventuring.
Ah, so that's what you were worrying about. Relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful at first, but as they say, time heals all wounds. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene has also just passed his theater exam. He can start acting soon.
Theater exam?
He was thrilled because he can soon perform on the same stage as you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have become a happier person? That's hard to say.
Are you trying to make us feel better?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise for Serene and Abi. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might just be around the corner. Good and bad are all human-made concepts. It all depends on how we choose to see things.
You have a point.
Nilu, I know how important Zubair Theater is to you. But you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you. The theater won't go down so easily.
Thank you, Miss Raykar.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery. You might have what it takes to become an excellent adventurer.
He has it in the bag.
You're too kind. All right, I gotta cheer up. I can't waste everyone's words of encouragement. I feel a lot better.
Good. My children and I will be cheering you on at the debate.
I don't think it matters which ones we talk to.
I've gained a whole new level of respect for you. Inaya was right. It's true that I couldn't bear to bring down Nilu. It wasn't out of pity or anything, though. I just felt like I didn't have the right to say anything. After all, Nilu was the one who bravely stepped up and proposed to fight back. I didn't have that kind of courage or initiative. I'd be a terrible person if I spoke badly of Nilu without doing anything to help. She knows better than any of us how difficult this path will be.
So that was not someone I was meant to talk to? Do I need to talk to you? Ah, here we go.
Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules altogether.
This might have something to do with Inaya.
Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us. If I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty as a manager. In summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. The academia sure likes to get its nose into every.
I've seen that.
While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best to prepare for the worst outcome. Once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all of our shows.
Oh, he sounds like he's gonna cry.
We have to?
Right now, no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our customers. This is the only way. Nilu, you are incredible. With your talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were still the first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her. Do your best. We'll do all that we can, and leave the rest to fate.
Her? My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Is it you?
When the day comes, I'll get my friend. If anything goes wrong, I'll have them. I can't do that?
So it's not you. Who am I meant to speak to? Is it the kids? I don't think it's the kids, is it?
No one's allowed. Watch out, Mr.
No, it's of course it's not the kids. Is it you? It's you. God damn it.
Paimon doesn't really want to talk to
Me neither, Paimon.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion.
How are me and Paimon on the same fucking wavelength today? I don't think that's ever happened where me and Paimon have genuinely been on the same wavelength. Both of the same thing. She wants to fight, I want to fight. She doesn't like this guy, I don't really like this guy. This is great. Good. Interesting. You can still do the suggestion. It's for Nilou, not for us.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question.
Oh my god.
Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it. What do you think is the meaning of art?
This again?
We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning?
You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilou. This guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No. Nilou's answer far surpasses yours.
I
And
didn't have a
it is
chance
close
to
to
put...
my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the academia can never understand.
I don't necessarily think that's the meaning of art. I think that's one meaning that art can, you know, take. It's not the only meaning. It's not the meaning of art. It's not like the full stop meaning of art. It depends. And it can come from the creator. Whatever. You seem to have many stories of your own.
I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I knew that the most sophisticated works are often the least appreciated, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilou's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Hey, don't say something like that.
But what bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they captivated their whole audience. They captivated
That's so
even
fucking
me.
rude.
I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater, for this is where I can finally find what I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way,
I was messing around with my own ears. Just I'm gonna be distracted.
for a similar reason.
I'm gonna be distracted by my own model for at least a little while, because it's so new to me, and I'm still so happy with the fact that I managed to get this like rigged, and I did this. Look. So it's also getting used to emoting with my face a bit more, because I got so used to not having to.
To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilou, you need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
Oh my god.
You really seem to care a lot about the theater.
I mean, I think everyone does.
Once you get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart. He'll even help out with furniture repair and painting the stage.
Wow. Paimon didn't think he had that in him at all.
Okay, gotta let them know the shows are being cancelled. Unfortunately.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you two.
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days, and that it's going to be demolished.
What the heck? That came with no warning.
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia.
There's no
If
reason
I
why.
win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Exactly. They want to look down on us?
Touch.
We'll look down on them first.
You just told them to touch grass. Wow. I kind of wasn't expecting that.
Don't worry, everyone here has your back. The academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Honestly.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way.
I mean,
no matter what, we will always support you.
No, I mean, that's kind of useful.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding
Use things they don't understand super well to get them to go, how do you know? How do you know?
There
How
are
do you know?
always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Yes, let's do this.
Sounds good. Inaya should also be back soon.
You done speaking? Okay.
Abi, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilou. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this much time?
Could she have started arguing with her father again?
Oh no.
What?
Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time.
Oh.
What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
Please explain.
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible for what happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened because she was staying here.
Oh, right. As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting her. So she's felt like that this whole time.
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she ran away from home. She doesn't think that we can win the debate, and she doesn't want to implicate us, so she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
Even after we decided to go for the bait, she still couldn't bring herself to support it.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
No one should bear all the blame.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. How will you know if you don't try? Anyway, first things first. We have to get her back.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
It is fucking huge.
I think I might know. Let's start by looking outside the city. Before I brought her to Zubair Theater, she was staying at a remote campsite. She got a fever from drinking unclean water, so I carried her back. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater, she might go back and strike out on her own again.
Then let's go take a look.
Yes, let's hurry.
Let's go find her. Okay. It's close enough to this teleport point. Okay. Who's up right now? That might have been James or Ellie, actually. Because I could hear the door kind of close. Okay. You here?
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first. Did you hear that?
I heard a voice.
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
She's what? Sorry.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help! Yeah.
Where's the other one? You're over here.
Here.
Oh my god, look at her go. Holy shit. Oh my god. Why can't I have characters that do that sort of damage?
Thank you.
I don't want to do that sort of damage.
There weren't so many big animals in this area before. They chased after me for a long time. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
No.
Why did you leave by yourself? You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. I just thought it would take too much effort. Everything happened because of me. If I'm gone, then the situation will resolve itself.
But everyone else is trying so hard.
Yeah! Everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
It's all right if it's me. As long as the theater won't get demolished.
They don't have any right to do so.
You guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so much because of me.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you. Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilou, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater. You can't eat your cake and have it too. You can't win a debate against the academia. Especially since your opponent will be my father.
Why are you so sure of this?
My father is an extremely demanding man. He's always wanted me to become an exceptional researcher and his academic successor. I tried my best to meet his expectations and did everything I could. But he still wasn't satisfied. Or rather, he had just never been satisfied with me. I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, it was always as if he was asking me, "Why aren't you a genius?" Yeah, like I'd know.
So that's why you ran away from home?
At first,
A valid reason.
I thought the father would slowly come to terms with reality. But he just wouldn't stop berating me. For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off, and that I could finally make father feel some modicum of joy. I even used the embroidery skills I learned at school to make a commemorative gift for him. I thought, even this daughter can make her father happy sometimes. Right?
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before, I didn't feel like you were new at it.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me.
I can see
I
why.
was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I wanted was to see him smile at me. But he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and told him my score. He flung my present to the side. You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why you weren't 1st. I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. My mother also thought he went overboard.
Well, because he did.
They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and slammed the door behind him. I didn't get a single sentence of apology or any words of comfort. I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand what kind of place a theater is. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their audience. His life is devoid of camaraderie or friendship. He just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. As if the world revolves around him.
So I'm back to my I want to punch
What
him.
we cherish, our little place in this world, means nothing to him.
It sounds like your past has had a huge impact
I
on
mean,
you.
I
yeah.
understand now, you know.
Sounds like father issues.
But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite wise. Maybe it'll help you.
Oh, oh, oh. Interpret.
The most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Is it this one?
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life, but she told us that she's very happy to live at the theater now. Although she ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path in life. She sees that as a blessing. She told me that the most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Interpret it?
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home, but after you ran away, you ended up at the theater and became one of us. Those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone, and also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
You don't have to be so hard on yourself anymore.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family conflicts behind. But you're right. All I'm doing now is falling right back into it.
Maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for you. Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard to find.
Yeah.
That's right.
You don't let the
If we put our
past define
heads
you.
together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. So why should I give up because of him?
Yeah, let's go.
I can't afford to lose anything more. We have to win. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's right.
That's the spirit.
Let's go. I'll tell my father about the debate. I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us, I know how to make him accept.
All right, let's go.
Let's do this. We're gonna win this debate. I think we're gonna do the Archon quest and stuff next stream, probably. And then we can make that just a fully Archon quest stream.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
I think we might do
Looking forward to your good news.
Baiju's story quest. Maybe. I'll determine that in a
Should be
bit.
everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
I mean, it's understandable.
Great, Nilu. Your words won over Inaya. Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win.
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
We haven't broken any rules.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it.
There's still one problem left unsolved.
Huh? What's left?
The theatre's existence. Is it only for arts and performance?
What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I put this?
The most important thing about an experience is...
Well...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past.
What? Wait, I'm confused. I mean, the value of the theatre's existence... Wait.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
There's not this one, and it's not Rikar's opinion. For sure.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
It's what the...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say it's this because it's the only one that I can't interpret.
Got it.
So.
When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
Mm-hmm.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us. And its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and receive its blessing. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for
Yeah,
the event.
it felt like one big family.
But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
Anaya said that her father doesn't care for interpersonal relationships. This may be his weak point.
Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Yeah!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate.
Oh my god, 2 days.
And is set for 2 days from now. Why are you all smiling so much? Did something good happen?
He may have found a new point.
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well.
Okay.
We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, so it's gonna be like what? I have to wait 2 days? I swear. Yeah, I fucking knew it. Okay, hold on. Give me, like 5 seconds. I'm gonna go fill up my drink. Because we're gonna be here for a minute. Because I do want to... I think we should go and do a Archon quest. Even if it's like only like one section of it, we should do that and work through it a little bit. And then like we can do the same sort of thing for the next stream, Genshin stream. We can do a story quest and then an Archon quest, right? And just kind of work through one by one. So we're not rushing through the Archon quest, but we can kind of work through. Or we can just do an Archon quest, right? You know what I mean? Be back in a second. Well, I'm sorry for kind of staring out into the screen. I can't fix that. Well, I could fix it. I don't want to though.
The evening breeze is like a melody.
I should probably go on the BRB screen, shouldn't I? Hold on. Which button's my BRB? That's my just chatting. That's my gaming. That's my BRB.
What are you talking
I don't feel like that worked. That stinger is so iffy. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, hold on. I'll be back.
Evening breeze is like a melody.
What are you talking about?
The evening breeze is like a melody.
talking about?
The evening breeze is like a melody.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The evening breeze is like a melody.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The evening breeze is like a melody.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Okay. Just checking. I have to remember my key. Okay, that did not work. Full stop. That did not work. I have to figure out this stinger and look at it on stream at some point. Because that didn't work. Okay, what if I... okay, so I need to wait 2 days later between 15 and 18. You know, it was a weird craving. I had, right, when I went downstairs, I kind of like, I suddenly wanted... I can't do it. Because it takes too long for a stream. For like, when I'm in the middle of a stream. But I really want hot dogs. Because we have hot dogs. And my brain was like, I really want them. Because we've had them for a while. They've been sitting in the fridge for a little bit. Like at least a few days, right? But they've been sitting there. And I'm like, because we normally have them for like lunch with my siblings. But they're at school. Well, my sister's at work and my brother's at school. Right? Until the weekend. So it's just me really that'll eat them. And I'm not awake at like lunchtime. I'm awake at like 3 in there. That's too close to dinner.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time. We
I
did
mean,
a lot of preparations with Nilu. Hopefully they were helpful.
they are. Okay. Let's hope that I'm not a dumbass. That's all we can hope for. So I might literally not stream for as long as I would normally just because of the pure fact that I want to eat. But I still do want to. I still want to do an Archon quest. At least a little bit of it. Just a little bit. Just to work through it a little bit. Maybe. Maybe.
Hello and welcome everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias.
That's gonna be difficult.
I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Why did he like shovel
Since you
forward?
so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you.
I mean...
However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru
Oh my
to
God.
be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom.
No,
Therefore, the
I disagree
works
with
they
you.
consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value.
No. We can consume whatever the fuck we like and still be intelligent,
We have
dude.
failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater.
Because you're idiots.
In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience,
Oh my God.
Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Oh.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
I believe in her.
Calm down, Nilu. First, carefully analyze what he said. He said that we were shut down not because the academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards.
Standards.
However,
Standards. Hold on.
the most important thing about an experience...
No, that's experience.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Kansani's opinion is 1.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing...
No. So, Grand Bazaar.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
That one seems...
Inaya really wants to win. She...
No.
The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all.
It's the Grand Bazaar's crowd's opinion. Because that's...
The theater
No, I
carries...
went to click over here.
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Because it's saying that this art isn't good. I'll submit that.
In your eyes, our shows can't meet the academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Sorry.
Appreciation is but a primitive
Oh
form.
my god.
Satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience.
But they don't.
This
No, they
stance
don't want that.
holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts.
Oh my god.
If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding.
But if they don't understand it, how
Nurturing
can
the
they
populace's
start?
Understanding requires a long and arduous process.
No.
And guiding this process is the academia's true
But if you make it
goal.
all intellectual, it's gonna be fucking
The
boring.
topic without patting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, what I should say here is...
Okay.
The
Interpret?
most important thing about an experience is how you choose to interpret it.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Talking about value.
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater.
No, so it's not that.
Everyone is free to appreciate art.
We did that one.
Inaya really wants...
And the value is due
Theater
to the...
carries everyone's feelings.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Because he's talking about the value of it another time, so...
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky.
Yeah, unattainable.
What's
Not something...
the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
Yeah. It's not
You
fair.
can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
You can only reach that conclusion from a
In
base of
that case,
ignorance.
Before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilu! You're doing great!
He's just like...
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated
No, you
the
haven't.
law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
No.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
No, actually.
We started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on...
I know exactly which one. Isn't it this one?
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
Yeah.
Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah!
That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this.
I don't think that's how that
So
works.
long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Futile resistance.
You's definitely won this point, right?
She still can't let her down her guard.
You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
I figured.
Rather
That's
than
his backup
protecting
plan.
Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
That's a lie.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu.
Don't give out. He's intentionally provoking you.
Right. I need to keep calm, but
He's wrong.
just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us.
We have one that just literally says the value of this. You know?
The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all.
You know.
Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we
That's a
freely
scholar, though.
share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published.
Because you're scholars, you're looking at this
The
too.
reason is simple. We are scholars.
Yeah.
And there are new projects that await our attention.
Well, that's a
He really doesn't
bad
need
way to
much
think.
relationships.
Bad way to look at life.
He did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this
Is it
point
though?
of contention.
Is it though?
The
It's not.
continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the Academia. The Academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
My God.
What should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction.
Patience, Paimon. Nilu might be setting him up.
A setup? So Nilu's got him?
Mm-hmm.
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya.
Well, Inaya's will.
Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilu. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilu will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate.
Ooh.
But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are!
Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Oh.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left? Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Oh.
Nilu, you're amazing!
And Naya was also brilliant.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilu and Anaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
Not for the time being, at
Didn't know
least.
you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't ever want to do this again.
Honestly, don't blame you.
Miss Nilu and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
I love this. And we're gonna go talk to Nilu. Where's Nilu? There she is. I'm assuming this is gonna probably be like the last thing we do for her.
It's you.
It's probably the end of this story quest. Feeling any calmer?
Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I think back on everything, the more surreal it all feels. I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time.
All of our preparations paid off.
Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
Now that I've heard everyone else's stories, I want to hear yours.
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, just the opposite, in fact.
The opposite?
Yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It isn't a gift from the gods, but a creation by our own hands. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. Whenever there is joy or something to be celebrated, people will dance. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance will for sure be filled with the blessings of everyone's happiness. She wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience smile.
So that is what art means to people.
Right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. And later on, I began to dance here in her stead. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, never forget what dance means to others. This is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the academia. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully, everything worked out in the end.
Yeah, looks like you won't have to worry anymore.
Although, I do have a small regret.
Inaya?
Yeah. Even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her father, they never managed to have a real conversation with each other. Before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he had a lot on his mind. He probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but will now perhaps never get a chance to.
That really is a shame.
Yeah, but I still hope that things can change. It never hurts to have hope. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our shows. Who knows? Next time, you might see Inaya on the stage.
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often. Who knows? Maybe things will have worked out for her.
We gotta wait 2 days again. I thought that was the last okay, whatever. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I guess we get to find out. My god. I wish there was an easier way to skip forward like 2 days. Like I have to sit here and I gotta wait. I think what we'll do is we'll do a start of an Archon quest and just as much of it as I feel like doing. Because it's been a while since I've been able to do a long Genshin stream because, well, the last time I was lagging heavily while playing. So now I get to actually play and everything's loading, which is wonderful. So I think, what we'll do is we'll do the start of the next Archon quest. We'll go through a little bit of it. I don't know how much of it I'm going to go through tonight because I am actually hungry. But I do think I want to do that. And then we got Star Rail tomorrow and then it'll be... Is it Star Rail and then Genshin or is it Genshin then Star Rail? Fuck, hold on. Which way around is my... Where's my schedule? It's Honkai then Genshin. So it's 2 Honkai streams, so 2 Star Rail streams in a row, and then it's another Genshin stream. So Saturday is our next Genshin stream. So I kind of regret that decision. It's part of the reason why I don't... actually, maybe... Would it be a good idea to start? Yeah, fuck it. We'll start on... Maybe we should do a story quest. I don't start an Archon quest and not finish it. Just got given the dog. Just popped into the room. Okay. I knew it was going to do that. That's why I waited.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member,
Oh.
Inaya.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your support.
Yeah.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing.
Oh.
When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come by.
Honestly. Why did my notification not go off? Either way. Hi, Jess. My alert. Where's my alert? Why did my alert not go off? Did I accidentally delete my alert? I didn't. I don't know why that didn't go off. Hi. Hi, Jess. There we go. How did your stream go? Hold on. I need to see something. Why did my alert not go off? Sorry, I'm opening up a... That's so strange. It's been fun. It has been really fun. We were just going through a story quest. So, not any of the heavy story. It is lagging as I'm trying to... Hold on. Copy this. If I'm going to assume... Hold on. Test follow? That's interesting. My alert isn't working. I don't know why. That's so strange. That's genuinely rather strange. I guess that'll be something I have to fix after stream. Wonderful. I have to keep an eye then. My god. A lot of things came together to make it happen.
Nilu's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination.
And Shroff's mercy.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
I think he intentionally gave us a chance. He didn't have to agree to the debate.
You do have a point there. The whole demolition thing was going overboard, but he really could have banned Nilu and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the debate.
Honestly.
Oh well, it's not like we can understand how people like him think. Let's focus on watching the performance.
Agreed. Enough of him for now.
Wait, look who the cat dragged in! Isn't that Inaya's father?
Did he come to watch? Let's go greet him. I don't know why.
Oh, it's you two.
Hi.
I don't have much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her.
Shouldn't you be busy?
Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses, but my curiosity has been piqued.
Aww.
I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person.
So you're still concerned about your daughter?
There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again? But...
Huh?
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think they will be.
I think we should have faith in them.
Ah, yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Oh.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
Oh.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Well.
Yeah. She probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
My alerts are not working, but hi Harvey. Thank you for the raid. Hello. Hello. How was your stream? Hello. I have no idea what happened to them. The stream is going well. It's been fun. Thank you for the follow. I can see all this. It's just they're not working. I don't know what happened. They're working the last time I tested. You know, we're just going through story quests. It's been fun. Catching up on a lot of the story. I wonder if what if I delete the notifications and then put them back? Hold on. Notif. I wonder. It's gonna bug me if I don't fix this. Test follow? You would think. You would think. Sorry, I can't say my own. Stream's great. Yes, no problem. Thank you for the follow and have a good night. Well, I'll fix that at a later date. Or maybe it's... Does it think I'm offline right now? Does Streamlabs think I'm offline? Sorry, I'm looking. I think that might be the problem. Either way. Give it a second. There we go. I'll fix that later.
Think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now.
Yeah, probably not.
All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, they will always be family. All I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond.
Aww.
Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So, we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
Is that the whole theater for my... Is that just like the whole theater I can place in my, my teapot? Because if so, that's fucking hilarious. The idea that they just gave me the theater.
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa, this is amazing. It's so detailed.
If it's a little statue, it'd make more sense.
We've also never made anything this complicated before.
Ooh.
Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces with the help of others. Miss Reikar and Miss Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
I like this place.
We can watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
According to custom, I should drop the formalities and just accept it, right?
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so polite. You learned fast. Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
I love Nilu. She's wonderful. There we go. That is Nilu's story quest. It's a miniature one. I should be looking up at this. Yes, thank you for the look, Harvey. So, hold on. That's a miniature one. Is it something? Gadget phase? What? What? Ah. Yeah, sure. I didn't need to do that. Hold on. So is it like, I mean, that's a replica. But didn't I make that? Ah, yes, it is a miniature one. That's so cute. That's gonna go in like my bedroom in the teapot. Same with that, I need to put this down somewhere. These are gonna go. These are story items that I'm absolutely just putting in the bedroom, just because it's Hold to open. Oh. Well, I'm fine with that for now. But that's cool. I'm guessing that's a new thing with the update. I'm guessing. Okay. So let's navigate. Let's do this because I want to get through a little. Thank you, doors. I want to get through a bit of this Archon quest. I don't know how much I'm going to get through because these things take so long. But I do want to get through a bit of it because she wasn't even there. I don't know why she did not load in. Because I want to get through much more of it well, there we go. For the event.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. We meet again, you two.
Yeah, because I wanna.
Catherine, do you have any commissions for us?
Because I do want to do the event from this Sorry, I'm adjusting my position. I want to do the event for this update because I've never been able to actually do any of the events because I have not gotten the right Archon quest finished. So it'd be nice to actually complete something and then finally be able to do the events. We're still a while away, but not that far away, funny enough. So we should be able to get it done and actually do that, and it'd be so nice.
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
That's not...
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
I'm actually good. I would rather not.
What kind of commission is that?
Sorry, the two responses. I feel embarrassed just imagining it, and the audience would definitely have a reaction. It's a fun fact. I fucking hate... I don't fucking hate poems. I hate writing them. Like, I'm not a fan of poems, and it may just be because my English class ruined them for me. Back in England, like, because I've held a very deep-seated, like, dislike for poems for a while now. But a love poem? God, what love? What do you want from me? The audience would definitely have a reaction.
It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
Nope.
In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
These are some odd commissions.
Hey, that's not any better.
Mercenaries and orphanage really don't go together.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
You're not actually Catherine, are you?
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Aww.
So it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack.
Yeah, it was a little odd.
Jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque.
So it's been you this whole time?
Oh my god.
Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream.
What did you dream about?
It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus Festival, except it was a happy one.
Oh.
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy.
Oh.
I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zerus Festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, but in reality...
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
Yeah, pity, sympathy, in a way.
I'm not pitying you. That would only make everything worse.
It's a bit of sympathy more so than any pity.
By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiyanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Yeah. Because it's not going to be good.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
Yeah, imagine if it's worse.
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Well, this is the Adventurers Guild area.
Good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Oh my god. Not subtle at all, Paimon. Not subtle at all. I'll posture check. Hold on. There we go. Sitting up straight. I was slouching. Thank you, thank you.
Let's continue our chat here.
It's not that far away.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Yeah, I want to get through this act.
I've done a little bit of work
preferably.
on that, but for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Ooh. My thoughts? All of these aren't particularly great options. I mean... Hold on. Let's just... Hold on. I'm going to shift a little bit so you can read it as I read it. Possess a key figure in the academia. Possess a student and infiltrate the sages' quarters. Or we could grab someone close to the sages and question them. And... Oh... The model just whipped off screen for a second. I don't think any of those are particularly great options or things that Nahida would be interested in. I mean,
We're
there.
in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so one of these is the correct... Possess a student?
No way, that's too risky.
Then how is it?
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
So it's possessing a key figure?
It's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
So it's possessing a key
Doing
figure?
that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
I didn't think there was an actually right choice in that. Okay. Well, possessing a key figure?
I've already tried that. But all
No,
the key
so there
members of
isn't
the
one.
academia,
Okay, good.
even the core of 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I mean...
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
I can't think of anything else.
Are we really out of ideas?
I mean...
Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense.
She is the god of wisdom. You know, she would have a better answer than everyone.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the academia, Rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved,
You're gonna get
then I
unordinary
should
people?
find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work. Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Nope.
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself.
Oh.
You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke
This is
to
a berries
Nilu.
festival, I right.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
Most of them.
The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky.
Aw, that's such a
Later
sweet
on,
name.
She was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
This is no longer just a metaphor. Those are Sataria's true thoughts, right?
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right?
Yeah.
She's just running away from her problems.
Why do you look so, like...
When they are presented with
Like,
complex moral
about it.
issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore.
Yeah.
Suppressing a lot
Though.
of guilt, but before she realized it,
Too
she
loud.
had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Sounds exactly like the person we need.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again.
Yes.
That way, not only can we get useful intel from her,
But how do we do
but she
that?
can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself.
Right, but like, how do we do
From my
that?
past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Okay. A proverb. Alternate day homeward figure. Do you know who set it up? I didn't want to do this. I didn't mean to start this. I just saw a sparkle and I wanted to touch it. I didn't want to start something. I was, Huh. I didn't want to do this. God, all these things starting quests. I'm like, please. Show up the right place, right time, using the right method, you get this treasure. Hint. All within Sumeru City. So you try if you're interested. Something project. Well, I'll figure it out at some point. That'll be something I do, but not now. Because I am doing important things. You, child, you're a fortune teller? Why do so many children have jobs?
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria?
No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style.
Talking style and key characteristics. Okay.
Talking style and key characteristics?
Interesting.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
The fact that she can mimic Catherine's voice so well is so... it's kind of creepy.
Of course. In that case...
Oh my god.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
I mean, yeah. Yes. Aether absolutely has offended the gods in the past. Including the one that took his sister, and we definitely upset the Raiden Shogun for a period of time.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
In love. In health. Let's go with health.
Prospects. No problem at all.
Considering my situation, health seems to be important to do. As much as I kind of am interested in... I should have done love.
The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for many tens of thousands of years. Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
No. That's not absurd, particularly.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
I mean...
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
I want to know what it would have said if I said love. I want to know...
I've never seen Harut...
I want to know if it would have said... What would it have said if... Hold on. I'm looking it up. Because now I'm... What quest is this? Because now I'm curious. What, like a triumphant hero. Okay. Like a triumphant hero Genshin. I'm curious because you can look up a lot of like the dialogue. So I'm really curious as to specifically what it would have said if I had gone the other way. Okay, okay, health, love. The gods have spoken, the truth shall be revealed. One who is fated... Oh my god, why is it moving? One who is fated for to cross your path will appear on on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be? I'm just that lovable. I'm just that lovable. Okay. That's all I wanted to know. I was just curious. But yeah, no, the dude's been alive for like over 500 years. So yeah, tens of thousands of years. Not gonna be a... Not wrong.
It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
I'll try my best.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
I can't relate with the passion for like pottery and like stuff like that. I cried in my ceramics class. You see, it's one of the only classes I've genuinely cried in because I got so upset and stressed by it. Because specifically it was one of my projects was kept falling, kept breaking, just wasn't working. And like I really liked the design, but I couldn't get it to work. It was just too heavy and too unbalanced. It just didn't work. And I cried. I literally stayed after school to try and finish and get this working. And I was like running on a deadline. It was horrible. I hated that. I did not continue on ceramics for that specific reason. I do still have my ceramic pieces though. Because the piece I ended up making instead of the piece I was intending to make ended up basically being a bowl with dragons on it. Which is not terrible, but it's also not particularly great. It's very wobbly and it's just kind of sits there.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I mean, good for him.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
I love how many of these quests we just keep going up to these different stalls and going, okay, yeah, we'll definitely look at this later. At us with no intentions of actually getting anything.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens.
I mean, she is the god of wisdom as well, so it makes sense that she would have thought of everything.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering.
Honestly, fair enough.
After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
You wanna know a funny fact? So I'm currently in college for game art and development, right? Do you know what one of my original thoughts of what I was gonna go to college for? When I was gonna go like in person, what I was actually gonna go for? I was gonna go for marine biology. Which is so funny to me. Like, I was gonna go... that was the... I can't fucking, like, swim or anything. And, like, a lot of the stuff was, like, talking about literally going out into the ocean and stuff. I can't swim very well. I mean, I can swim, but I can't swim. Right? I think it's so funny. I don't remember what really sparked that. I think it's because I got a fascination with sharks, and I've always loved dolphins. But I think I had a fascination with, like, sharks and stuff at the time. So I just ended up thinking I was going to go down that. But, like, obviously the only, like, colleges that did, like, marine biology properly were, like, by the ocean, funny enough. Which is, like, you know, hours and hours away. Which meant I would have to live on campus, and I just kind of couldn't convince myself that it was worth it. And that's what I really wanted to do. So I didn't do it.
But
it's just something that I think's funny.
Problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
Oh.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
You know, I don't see that many people excited about learning. You know, good for you. You didn't even let me get up there.
So, was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
But to criticize or to make demands? I feel like to criticize? Right? I feel like rather than make demands, I feel like to criticize her actions.
So, how do we set that up?
Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple
I mean,
tricks.
she is in the
If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be weary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
That's so fucking smart.
So that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
What are you doing?
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
That's so strange.
That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Alright, I'll try my best.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and
Yeah.
we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Borrowing them.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
God, I have to wait again. Okay, is there a specific time? 12 to 18. Okay. 12. There we go. Perfect. I like the idea that Aether just stands there for like 24 hours, basically. Just stands there, doesn't move, unblinking, just staring up into space. Doesn't respond to anything. He's not actually doing anything. Oh, hello, people. You just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Go to the market. Okay. So we gotta pretend to be these people. Ooh, okay. Let's see how well this goes. Do I have to pick choices?
Here she comes. Satori is here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them.
To begin a safe
How
spot.
we'll sway her to our side. I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
I don't know if you should have that trust.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's
Too much faith in me.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Okay, let's see how well this goes. Oh.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and
So
outlook.
interesting.
Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong?
Can I tell?
I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Harut and Marut. Funny enough, I do remember that.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work?
Paimon's head
I
peeking
really
out.
just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Oh fuck, is there
The gods are asking. Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere
Jesus,
apologies
Aether's
and
actually
ask for
good
their
at that.
divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
I did not read that.
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
Huh? Yeah, why did we use King Deshret? Like, here's the thing. I don't know what Nadia, like, tried to speak to us, because obviously the lip syncing doesn't match up to English, so I have no idea what she was trying to mouth. Resurrection is a misfoundation.
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Ooh.
Oh, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too.
Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
A little bit, but
something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her. That must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Haravatot theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless.
oh.
I'm still trying to make sense of everything.
Yeah, human emotion is complex.
Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
Do not blame her. I don't understand it most of the time.
Now, right on cue.
Sorry, Paimon, I'm cutting you off. What is this? Share senses with Nahida possession. I figured that's what that was, but I just wanted to double check. Isn't that down? No, it's up there. Right. Sorry, I got confused as to where. Are we getting to the point where it starts to lag? Oh, no, I have to walk a little bit more forward. Okay, it's fine, whatever. Silly me, I had to walk past it. You couldn't make the possession look a little less obvious.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry work.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget?
I didn't see the reason for the gardening.
Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
Walking a lot more now because his legs broke. And so he's feeling a lot better. He's walking more now.
Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been retired there
Okay,
for a
perfect.
while.
I don't need to.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru.
So it seems like I just had to answer questions to prove that I am the person first. And then it seems like Aether will take the rest.
He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret?
I...
I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
Aether is so good
What's
at this.
so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Before I knew it, I really started getting into the role.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Ooh. Okay, and then the last one is the one...
Come on! Sataria's already started talking.
Sorry, I didn't expect to see her do like that jog.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
No, I've been spending all my time studying in the basement because she said she was in the basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Oh, there we go.
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
Did I push too hard?
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be
Giving
ashamed
her a
for
fucking
becoming
panic
a
attack.
believer of King Deshret.
Oops.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
We've literally just given this poor girl a panic attack.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, My guilt always comes back.
It is not too late to turn back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
No.
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Great, we finally convinced her.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements.
Specified
However, there's something
requirements?
that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
An outcast that even the sages are still wary of.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method.
Primitive.
Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance? Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
That's fair.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Oh.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side!
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise.
He actually did very well.
Now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that.
Oh my god.
Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
I wonder... Yeah, so I want to finish, preferably, this whole, like, section of this. I'm assuming there isn't going to be a whole lot more, because it's really just trying to get information, seemingly. Okay, so 19 following night. That's not the right button. Perfect. Yeah. Considering the fact that this is just a section of it, and it's seemingly it's all about dealing with getting information about everything, it shouldn't be too much longer, I would assume. But I've been wrong before, and many times, and I will continue to be wrong. Oh, I think it's this way. We gotta go back to that spot, I'm assuming? Oh, we're meeting up at the Adventurers Guild. Makes sense.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right?
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Can't we just call her a name?
We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep,
fair
Paimon's
enough.
right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
I somehow doubt that.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Speaking of which, don't you feel like something is off?
Off? What do you feel is off?
It's just a little too quiet around here.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not
It's
getting paranoid,
never
are
the
you?
quiet though.
No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early.
That's
just
an
so we can
interesting.
exchange the documents in peace.
That's not. I
can't
doubt.
quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Oh god, what's gonna happen? Go to the academia.
Huh. There really aren't many people out right now.
There's like no
It's
one.
quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
There's no one. That is so genuinely kind of disturbing that there is no one out right now. Hold on. I heard noises. It's like a group of people. I don't know whether it's really quiet for me, so I don't know if that's picking up for you guys. Ooh. Oh. Huh. Interesting. What is...
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
That's...
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
It's Dottore!
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals.
Minor adjustments,
now they can
right.
deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
I don't know.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru?
Ooh.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Well, so this is the Harbinger we're meeting in Sumeru, seemingly. I did know he was going to show up at some point. I didn't realize it was now.
This should be far enough. Whew. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
He can jump between mines. Hopefully she'll be fine.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here.
I was counting on it.
Such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2.
Yeah.
So scary.
Oh, I forgot he was number 2.
He called himself
Right.
the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him.
Wait.
Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Wait. Think about it this way. So here's the thing. I said the Vatui was going to definitely be involved with the sages. But think about it this way. The sages knew he had returned. The sages knew. If the sages knew, then they were involved in the Vatui because they are allowing this. They're not trying to get help. They're not trying to do anything else. They're not alerting the people. No, they are aware. They're just wary. They're just wary of the number 2 Vatui Harbingers. They're just wary. Wary? I don't think that's the appropriate word you should use. I think we underestimated the scale of this problem.
Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Vatui.
Why is everyone in cahoots with the
What
Vatui?
was the Vatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
What else would they be after, I swear, though? That's all they're seemingly after, though. I don't quite remember the reason why. Is it to destroy Celestia? I don't remember. I don't know if they ever told us really what the... I can't remember. Either way, they just want the... They want it. They have all the other ones. They don't have this one, though. We need to find a way to reunite with Nahida.
Yeah. Things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
Let's start our own investigation.
You mean...
Let's go find Tagnari.
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia Forest? That has to be the same project! Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Oh, this is why I didn't want to do an Archon quest, because now I want to do an Archon. Now I want to continue on, but I know I shouldn't because I'm hungry. God damn it. Okay. So the problem is my next Genshin stream isn't scheduled until Saturday. Unless I decide to... I could technically swap the streams around on the schedule so that I could do 2 Genshin streams and then 2 Star Rail streams. I could swap it so I could do Genshin tomorrow as well. I wouldn't be against that, honestly. And that way I can not have to wait for ages. I think that's what we're going to have to do because I do want to go eat. God, it's now on an interesting part. Now I'm really upset by this, but it's fine. We'll continue this tomorrow. Which is this, which also unlocked this one finally, which is Tainari's story quest. Okay, but I do want to fix my alerts because they're broken, and I want to fix them before I forget about it. Okay, and also I want to avoid overheating my PC because I'm still iffy about it and how well it's running with everything. So I'm not trying to destroy my PC. Let's take a look-sees at who is live right now that I can send you to. Ooh. Sushi's live. If I know anything about Sushi, Sushi goes live for extraordinarily long periods of time. So if anyone's gonna stay live, it'll be Sushi. But let's see how long he's been live and what he's up to first. And also get the stream up. But yeah, we can do... I want to fix some stuff. I actually want to gather clips. What server is he playing on? Because he's playing Minecraft. He's currently on the Cry SMP. He's SMP hopping. But he's in VC with a few other people, so it'll be fun. Sushi streams ridiculous lengths of time. He streams for long, so I would assume for at least another couple of hours probably. So I'll send you all over there. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, night, morning, wherever you are. I will see you tomorrow. I may swap the next stream to be a Genshin stream, but I may just stick to with my schedule and just continue with Star Rail. It depends, because I don't know whether I can wait till Saturday to continue on this. Either way, bye. I'm gonna send you up to Sushi. We love Sushi here. It's with friends. There's it's Toby, Sam, Harvey, and EXO in call. So go have fun. And yeah, I'll see you whenever I see you. Bye. And thank you to the VOD viewers for being here. I appreciate you.